Hello guys, this is XMG.Salt and I'm going to analyze a replay I played yesterday on ladder. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to play against SK Telecom's Rain, and that's of course because he's playing in the IEM in Cologne, so yeah, he's in Europe right now and he probably just played some games on ladder for warm-up or whatever, I don't know. And yeah, it's on Habitation Station. I'm spawning on the top right, he's spawning on the top left. And yeah, let's see what happens. So I'm going to go a bit faster because it's almost only droning right now. Nothing special happens. And I'm going for hatch first right now because usually if he goes for a forge expand, the scout arrives at around 14 supply. So if there's no scout, you can go for hatch first. But you might as well come down with the drone a bit later to see if he's actually not cannon rushing you, because some Protossers might scout a bit later with the probes, so you don't see that they actually went for forge, and then they cannon rush you and you just die, which should not happen. And so he went for Nexus first and he put down the forge afterwards, going to scout right now, so a bit later. He could still cannon rush me. That's the drone I was talking about. Just going to the natural, seeing if there are any pylons or maybe a probe hiding somewhere, but it's nothing there, so it goes back to mining. And right now I see the forge, so I know, okay, I need to be a bit careful, but I mean, that tree is finishing soon, so even if he's going to cannon rush me, I mean, there's creep soon and I can build some links and 2 greens, so I'm fine. I also see the cannon right here, so he's really safe. Can't do a lot. Taking his gases right now, and from that point on it's really all about droning. Not much happened, and the drones I took them back to mining because I don't really need gas against the forge expand. Of course I did my I started my metabolic boost, my circling speed, because I already had that gas. If I would have played against gateway opening, then of course I need the speed. Right now I'm just taking my gold base because since I figured out that he's going for forge expand or Nexus first, he can't really punish me for taking the gold. There's actually no way he can punish me, so you might just take the gold base. Of course it's a bit risky because later on you can stand right here and force field here, and then he just attacks your workers, so you can't really mine from that gold base. So yeah, it's a bit risky, maybe in the later stages, but you get a big economic boost in the early game. So he starts his +1 right now, no gases at the natural. I just scout the gases with my overlord to see what he's actually doing. If he does not take his gases on the natural, he might as well all in. So you need to really check if he took the gases, and right now, yeah, he's taking all 4 gases. And I just drone up as much as I can, and when the gold base finished, you just send some drones to the gold so that your economic advantage gets boosted really fast. And there's this probe. He's trying to scout if I took the base right here. I could have killed the probe a bit earlier, I think. I mean, I saw it with the watchtower, but I didn't notice at first. And yeah, that was a bit sloppy by me to not kill that probe earlier. So he sees now that I have the gold base, but yeah, I can't really do too much. And at around 6 minutes to 6:20, you should send in an overlord to actually see what he's doing. So right now I saw the 3 gates, but if I remember correctly, I wasn't quick enough to look at this building, and it might as well be a gate, but well, I don't think so, because it doesn't make sense to go up to just 5 gates right now. So that actually is a Twilight Council, so I need to know which tech he's going for. That's why I have my second overlord right here. I just set that one in, and yeah, then I know that it's most probably Blinkstalkers, and that this as well means that he's going for the +2 attack right after the +1 finishes. And I don't see him taking a 3rd base right now, so yeah, I really need to be careful because this could be a big blink all-in. And with the drone, with the Dirkling on the watchtower, I see that he's actually taking the gold base. Of course, I saw him moving up, killing my Dirkling, but this don't really means that he's actually taking the gold base. But right now I see him building a pylon right here to wall this all off, and I as well see him building a gateway. So this makes no sense if he's not taking this expansion. So I know he's going to go for a 3 base, and he has a lot of sentries, which it's really hard to play against if he's in this position, because you can force field this way and you attack the workers. And if I move my units to this position to attack his units right here, then he can just force field them off and kill them. And of course he has the high ground vision with the mothership core. So since I know it's going to be blink, then I start my burrow, because he won't have an observer to do anything against my burrow play. And I might as well just delay his force base if he's going to take his force with the bird circling right here. And yeah, right now I knew he was going to attack my 3rd base, like I talked about that earlier. So I just had some roaches in this position, because I know he can force field this way off. So if I have all my units right here, then there's nothing I can do about that, and he might recall as well if I get in. So I only have some units over here and some more units over here. So what I do right now is I just come in from here. So he thinks that's the only units I have right now, because he does not have the watchtower. So he uses his time warp right there, and he has no recall right now. So he's in a really bad spot, because there are units from the left and all his sentries are caught off guard. So he basically loses all his sentries. The robo on the way, no mining at the gold base, and his blink isn't even finished right now, as well as the +2 ground weapons. So yeah, he can't recall, he loses all his sentries, and his blink didn't even finish. There's no way he can retreat from this, and yeah, that's pretty much GG. So I was very fortunate actually to get in here with my links to surround his sentries. He might probably be in that position, he might probably be in the main base or something, so he didn't notice my units running in, because he didn't have the Xelnaga tower, so he had no vision over here. And yeah, that's of course a big mistake by him, and that let me win the game actually pretty easily. I guess most of it came from my roaches coming from this position, and because he didn't have the watchtower, there was no way he could steal this. And if he manages to force field this way, and my units don't get in, I might as well just use them to counterattack, probably get that forge, or just run into some economic damage. So he has to use his gates to just warp in defensively, and then I can just try to get in here as well, because he does not have so many gates, so he can't warp in at both sides. And yeah, I will do damage anyways, then even at its natural, or at his third, or at his units right here. Yo, so I was very fortunate to win against Rain, and I hope you enjoyed this analysis. I guess there will be some more replays in the future as well from Soccer and from Todd. I think Soccer had one a few days ago. You might as well check that one out. And yo, see you guys soon.